There is a quiet conversation many of us have with ourselves, often in the stillness of the morning, when we take a moment to check in with our bodies. It's a conversation about numbers. The number on the scale, the number on a blood sugar reading, and for so many of us, the numbers on a blood pressure cuff. We see them, and a little knot of worry can form in our stomachs. We think, but I'm trying so hard. I'm walking, I'm eating my vegetables. Why isn't it enough? This feeling of doing all the right things yet still feeling like your body isn't quite cooperating is a frustration that runs deep. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools for this very issue is something most of us have been throwing in the compost bin for our entire lives? Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've had the privilege of helping women navigate the incredible changes in their bodies with clarity and compassion. My mission here is simple: to bring you science-backed wisdom in a way that feels like a conversation with a trusted friend. If this is a space you'd like to be a part of, a place of support and gentle guidance, take a moment now to click that subscribe button. And I would so love to know who I'm speaking with today. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? It fills my heart to see where this community of strong, vibrant women comes together from all over the world. Today, we are going to talk about a true hidden gem in your kitchen. We're going to talk about celery, but not just the crunchy stalks we dip in hummus. We're going to focus on the parts we almost always discard: the tough white base and the feathery, flavorful leaves. Because locked within these forgotten pieces is a remarkable natural compound that our bodies, especially now, can truly benefit from. This is where we find a concentrated source of a substance called 3-N-butylphthalide, or 3NB for short. And this little molecule holds a profound key to helping our cardiovascular system find its balance again. Let's start with the feeling behind the numbers. I remember a patient of mine, a wonderful woman named Helen. Helen was in her late 60s, an avid gardener who found immense joy in having her hands in the soil. But she came to me with a familiar worry. Her blood pressure was creeping up. Not to a dangerous level yet, but enough that her doctor had mentioned the word medication for the first time. Helen felt a sense of betrayal from her own body. "Emily," she said to me, "I eat from my garden every day. I'm active. Why is this happening?" Her frustration was palpable. It's a feeling of losing control, a sense that despite your best efforts, an invisible force is working against you. This is the emotional weight of high blood pressure. It's not just a health metric, it's a daily source of anxiety. This is where our humble celery plant steps in. While the entire plant is good for you, the highest concentrations of this powerful 3NB compound are found in the base and the leaves, the very parts we trim off and toss away. Scientists have been studying 3NB for years, and they've discovered that it has a very specific, very gentle job to do in our bodies. It acts as a natural vasodilator. Now, that's a fancy medical term, but the concept is beautifully simple. Imagine your blood vessels are like a garden hose. When the hose is open and relaxed, water flows through it easily and smoothly. But if you were to squeeze or kink that hose, the pressure inside would build up as the water struggles to get through. This is essentially what happens with high blood pressure or hypertension. The tiny, smooth muscles in the walls of our arteries can become tense and constricted, narrowing the path for our blood. Our heart then has to work much harder to pump blood through these tightened vessels, and that increased force is what we measure as high blood pressure. What the 3NB from the celery base and leaves does is act like a gentle messenger. It travels to those tiny muscles in your artery walls and essentially whispers, "It's okay to relax now." It helps to release that tension, to unkink the hose, allowing the vessels to widen. When they widen, blood can flow more freely and easily, and the pressure on the system naturally comes down. It's not a forceful or jarring effect. It's a subtle, supportive action that helps the body return to its natural state of balance. For women like Helen, understanding this mechanism was a revelation. It wasn't about fighting her body anymore. It was about giving it the specific nutrients it needed to do its job properly. But the benefits of embracing the whole celery plant don't stop there. So often, challenges in our bodies are interconnected. Another common experience for women over 60 is a feeling of puffiness or fluid retention. You might notice your ankles are a bit swollen at the end of the day, or that your rings feel tighter than they used to. This can be related to circulation, kidney function, and hormonal shifts. It contributes to a general feeling of heaviness and fatigue, making you feel sluggish and less like yourself. Celery, particularly its seeds and leaves, has been used for centuries as a natural diuretic. This doesn't mean it's harsh or will dehydrate you like some medications. It works gently with your kidneys to help release excess sodium and water from your body. When you combine this mild diuretic effect with the blood vessel relaxing properties of 3NB, you get a beautiful synergy. You're not just addressing one number on a cuff, you're supporting your body's entire fluid balance system. This can lead to feeling lighter, more energetic, and more comfortable in your own skin. It's a holistic approach. You're helping your circulation, which in turn helps reduce that puffy feeling, which then gives you more energy to move and enjoy your day. It's a wonderful upward spiral of wellness, all starting from a simple kitchen scrap. So, the big question is, how do we actually put this into practice? It's one thing to know the science, but it's another to make it a seamless part of your life. The beauty of this is its simplicity. You don't need to buy expensive supplements. You just need to rethink how you use a vegetable you probably already have in your refrigerator. First, let's talk about that tough white base. The next time you buy a head of celery, chop off that bottom inch or two, give it a good rinse, and pop it into a bag in your freezer. Keep adding to this bag every time you buy celery. Once it's full, you have the base for a deeply nourishing mineral broth. Simply place the frozen celery ends in a pot, add an onion, a carrot, a few peppercorns, and maybe a bay leaf. Cover it all with water, bring it to a boil, then let it simmer for at least an hour. The result is a golden, flavorful broth packed with 3NB and other minerals. You can sip it on its own, use it as a base for soups and stews, or use it to cook your grains like rice or quinoa. It's an effortless way to infuse this healing compound into dozens of meals. Now for the leaves. Those fragrant, slightly bitter leaves are culinary gold. Don't you dare throw them out. Think of them as an herb, much like parsley or cilantro. You can chop them finely and sprinkle them over salads, soups, or roasted vegetables for a fresh, peppery kick. My favorite way to use them is to make a simple celery leaf pesto. Just blend a big handful of celery leaves with a clove of garlic, a handful of walnuts or almonds, a little Parmesan cheese if you like, and a good drizzle of olive oil. This pesto is incredible on whole wheat pasta, spread on toast, or dolloped onto a piece of baked fish. You're turning food waste into potent, delicious medicine. By making these small, mindful shifts, you are honoring the entire plant and, more importantly, you are honoring your own body. You are taking an active, gentle, and powerful role in your own health. This isn't about a drastic diet or a punishing regimen. It's about wisdom. It's the wisdom to see the value in what is often overlooked, and the wisdom to use nature's gifts to support your body's incredible, innate ability to heal and find balance. I want you to hold on to that feeling of empowerment. Your body is not your enemy. It is not failing you. After 60, 70, or 80 years of carrying you through life, it is simply asking for a different kind of support. It is communicating with you through these numbers and symptoms, asking for specific nutrients and a little more gentle care. Listening to it and responding with simple, natural solutions like using the whole celery plant is one of the most profound acts of self-love you can practice. You are the steward of your own well-being, and you have so much more power and wisdom than you may realize. Thank you for spending this time with me today, for allowing me into your home and into your wellness journey. You are not on this path alone. This community we are building here is a testament to the strength and wisdom we share. Please, continue the conversation in the comments below. Share your own kitchen secrets or tell us one small, kind thing you plan to do for your body this week. Your story could be the very inspiration someone else needs to see today. Be well and be wonderfully you.